Yo, what is up, Science of Flipping family? What is up? I am your host, Justin Colby, and my mind quite literally has just been blown with some information that I just read on the internet, the interweb, as we say, and it has to do with real estate, NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and a metaverse that apparently now you're able to buy and sell real estate. I want to jump into this a little bit. I didn't do too deep of a dive, but I just read two different articles that gave me enough information that I thought this was incredible. As a real estate investor myself, I don't even know what to think about it yet. I quite literally read it this morning as I'm recording this podcast, so I'm not even 100% certain what to think about it yet, but stay with me, bear with me through this episode, because this is mind-blowing stuff, what is going on these days with real estate and this whole metaverse / cryptocurrency. So if you're listening to me here on iTunes, welcome. What is up? Give me a 5-star review. I would love that. Now, if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, these podcasts are actually videoed and they are on my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Justin Colby, or just look me up. Subscribe to my channel. I drop 6 videos a week. Most of them, if not all of them, are regarding real estate, business, cryptocurrencies, things that I enjoy and am passionate about. Now, this is mind-blowing, guys. I quite literally don't know how to digest the couple articles that I just read. If you are watching this right now, you will notice I'm still in my car because finally my foam that I put on my walls for sound just got here, so we got to put that on here in the next day or two. So hopefully some of these videos will now be in my home office. Anyways, that being said, let's dive in here because quite literally is mind-blowing. Here's what's happening to the best of my understanding and ability to understand what's happening. There is a metaverse, and it's called Decentraland, right? It's actually a cryptocurrency. So if you go to like Coinbase, for example, it's under the ticker MANA, M as in Mary, A-N-A, MANA, and it's Decentraland, and it is quite literally a figurative makeup of the world. You can buy land the same way you can in real life. And what is now happening is individuals and investors are going in and buying, let's just say, part of this article talked about tokens.com went in and bought a huge strip of the Las Vegas Strip in this Decentraland universe, in this meta universe, okay? And quite literally, they are going to utilize that to be landlords. And already brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Burberry are already going in and renting space from tokens.com. Already, this is turning into quite literally real estate with real leases from brands such as Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Burberry. I'm not 100% certain how this all works, so I'm not going to be the expert there. And I'm not even 100% certain how NFTs work, and NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. But this company, tokens.com, is quite literally buying up like Manhattan, right? They're buying up parts of Manhattan so that they can quite literally be landlords to the retailers right there in Times Square. They're doing the same thing with Las Vegas. You can buy parts of the Egyptian pyramids. I mean, you can quite literally buy anything. But what's happening and why this is so cool for me and for you as real estate investors is because it's the exact same business model. Now, I'm not certain how it would be for residential. I don't think there's a play there per se. But what I will tell you is in the commercial space, buying, New York, Manhattan, Times Square, Las Vegas, essentially Rodeo Drive, they're quite literally already leasing them out to brands such as Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Burberry were three that were named in these articles. Now, again, tokens.com is the company that is going out there and buying it. Metaverse is kind of this world on the internet. And then Decentraland is really how you're able to, that's the cryptocurrency Mana, that you're able to, I think, if I'm saying this correctly, so bear with me. Some of you guys might be listening and say, Justin, you're butchering it. I read 2 articles this morning and I'm just like, I need to do a podcast about this. Decentraland is essentially how you are able to buy the properties in Decentraland. Tokens.com is the company buying the land, and they're leasing these properties or land to these incredibly large companies that I just mentioned. And it's becoming, I don't want to say profitable yet, but they're already seeing revenue. And now here's where I drop the ball mentally, and maybe you guys are going to be able to pick it up for me or give me some insight. So if Louis Vuitton and Gucci are able to lease these, you know, pieces of land or property, like, so you go buy your Louis Vuitton or Gucci from there versus their website, this is where I don't really get it. How does this benefit Louis Vuitton and Gucci? This is where I break down in my fundamental understanding of like where the transaction profits Louis Vuitton and Gucci, right? I get everything else. I understand Mana, which is Decentraland, which is where you can go in and buy these pieces of land. I understand that. Again, Mana is just the name for Decentraland on like Coinbase, for example. So you can actually go just invest in Mana. I actually did. This morning, I actually went in and I invested in Mana because I was like, wow, this is awesome. I don't get it, but I really believe, because even Facebook now is Meta, I really believe that it's going. Like, I don't think this is just going to be imaginary. So I bought several hundred, not tokens, but several hundred shares of Mana because I get it. There's some things that I break down in my mind about how this becomes profitable for Louis Vuitton and Gucci, but it's there, right? So here's another cool aspect of this is not only is it just land, but like Justin Bieber had a virtual concert within this whole metaverse, right? So there were people watching Justin Bieber's virtual concert that really wasn't in Madison Square Garden, or he wasn't performing. It was a virtual metaverse concert, and tickets were sold through NFTs, and people bought tickets to watch this virtual concert. Now, that's where my mind gets even further blown, and I can't wrap my head around that. Is it actually Justin Bieber? Is it like some, computer graphics singing his songs? I don't get all that yet, but I'm going to. What I do believe is really cool is people like you and me can actually go into Decentraland and buy real estate and utilize that real estate to lease out and have rental portfolios. This is why I'm so intrigued by what I just read this morning. And it's really early right now in Miami, and so I haven't had quite enough coffee to digest all this. I just got so fired up by this concept that you could literally be a landlord, a real estate investor on the internet in a universe that doesn't literally exist. And it's already happening. That is what's so mind-blowing. I know so many of you out there, are following me for advice on residential real estate and building a rental portfolio and wholesaling and all that kind of stuff. But this is how you get into commercial. So many people want to be in commercial. Well, this is potentially the game. This is how you get in. Because, some of these transactions, while big in numbers like 1.9 million, relative to what a commercial property would be, like a block down in Times Square, there's not a price point. You probably couldn't even buy it. There's not a number that would be offered. But to go buy a block of Times Square for $2 million, and then to have companies such as Louis Vuitton and Gucci lease that out from you, and then utilize the tokens, the NFTs, non-fungible tokens, or even tokens as way of payment. This is, again, I haven't, I apologize if I seem a little scattered. It's just so mind-blowing to me. And it just makes me realize, like, being a real estate investor is so much more nowadays. I mean, it is so much more, right? Like, we couldn't have even seen this 3 years ago per se, at least the normal Joe like me couldn't. But this could be the way into commercial real estate. It's viable. It's happening right now at tokens.com. You might want to look that up. I love the idea of being in commercial. I don't know whether I'm ready to go jump into a virtual world of Decentraland and buy real estate in Las Vegas or LA or New York and try to start, being a commercial landlord. But man, is it mind blowing. And it's already happening. This is actively happening. Is there a huge risk at this? Absolutely. Huge, right? Who knows if this is really going to stick? I pretty much think it will. And that's why I went in and actually bought Mana for myself as a cryptocurrency, because that's where Mana is Decentraland, and the bigger Decentraland gets, the bigger Mana is going to get, and it's going to be great. So, man, there's just so many cool ways to be an investor these days. And for those that do follow me, I'm very, very heavily real estate, but I'm also very heavy crypto. I do partake a little bit in stocks, but this kind of just blends all of it, right? I mean, it is insanity. And so, hopefully you guys are getting educated on this. I'm slowly getting educated on this. I've been in cryptocurrency since 2017. And it's treated me very, very good. But, read through this article. In YouTube, I'll have this article linked in my YouTube page. So again, go subscribe to my YouTube. Just look me up, Justin Colby. Go watch my videos. The article will be in my comments of my YouTube. Hopefully this podcast made sense to you. Again, it's early morning. I haven't had much coffee. As you can tell, I'm still in my car. But man, this is mind-blowing stuff. So hopefully you guys are taking advantage of it. You're getting educated and getting a little piece of what I think is going to be something just life-changing. So see you guys on the next podcast. Peace.